I even got to introduce the truth, whose side? The calm killing, the woo side. They restoring the feeling that's hoopla. Watching gangster movies to develop they new lie. Living life to the fullest. I pull it, start inhaling a new high. Blue skies, wake up the indigo color water. Darnell politicking with Brandy. She poolside. Young bucko, we all living. She died while I'm here, said I'm living my best. I'm in the middle with the commonwealth with my shorty complaining. Communication disconnected is giving me stress. Used to bottling all emotion, suppress it and release it in breaths. That's more like it. I took a look at my palm and turned psychic. The middle lining was shorter, so I guess I'll be dying early like girly knees. Should have been traded to Titans. Niggas ain't fighting cause they pussy though. Amateur talk, the rookie spoke. Lost his life, familiar mush and push me, bro. Niggas getting comfortable on the cushion until they took the air out the whoopee. I hear it was dreaded like whoopee though. Shit is a killer when you living with stress. Anxiety brought the pressure, feeling it in my chest. On the defensive for everything. I'm full court pressing, but God has spoken. How the fuck you complaining when really you're so blessed? Oh, I'm breathing, so I'm blessed. My nigga, I'm so blessed. I bought the agony for the sample, the 88. Blessed. Yeah, I'm on that Crown Royale. Peach, that is. Yeah. Check. As I walk through the valley of shadows, right where the trap be. Never move with crowds, it's foul, might try to clap me. The audience applauding the cause. I keep it jazzy like the summer night. Dude on the stoop blowing the sax beat. Catch me in the smoke section, preparing for rap beef. Ask me, y'all a bunch of suckers like bat teeth. Maxi pad wearing appearances like the cast glee. Get at me. Chest in the air, hit me like Zangief. Assassination day. In fact, I'm not here to play. On deck, and my pen respect is attached to a razor blade. The dark spitter, arch nemesis, the lyricist. No gimmick promise to God, I'll flood them like Genesis.
It ain't all like what it seems. Learning all the difference. What's the truth and what's the dream?
Yeah.
The cream of the crop, gotta do it for my seeds.
Nigga.
Make $1 million, give it all to my queen. Do
All
it
to
all
my
again
queen.
and give it all to my team. And if
All
you
to
see me
my
whispering
team.
$1 billion scheme,
Yeah.
stand back and watch it how we bloom and what it brings.
Yeah.
Try and fail, it's the story of a king. Bow down, kiss the ring.
How you expect me to smile when looking at crying faces? I'm the illest to ever do it, but not on paper. I poured more of my soul than any alcoholic stroll down inebriated roads to sobriety. Stigma, the holy palms, walking on faith. 3 9s flip, eye snake is in a fortunate place. To seek wisdom is a painful and a glorious thing. To try and fail until you witness just the story of kings. The sorterly screams that burst through these songs that I sing. I know before long, adversity evolves in the change. Dissolving the pain, or masking with the fruit of success. Dilution of stress, eventually you ruin the best. So what's the logic? Stalling waste life slow as the clock tick fast. A contradicting, unforgiving thing that time is. I draw the line here. Whoever crosshairs, hand trigger boss. The 16 marksmen under God's wing.
All like what it seems. Learning all the difference. What's the truth and what's the dream? The cream of the crop, gotta do it for my seeds. Make $1 million, give it all to my queen. Do it all again and give it all to my team. And if you see me whispering $1 billion scheme, stand back and watch it how we bloom and what it brings. The try and the fail is the story of a king. Bow down, kiss the ring.
Where the choir at? gotta thank me for blessings that I gave you. The God, one touch and I saved you. I pulled you out of that casket engraved. They engraving your name on the tombstone from the moment they raised you. This is me spitting lyrics at phase 2. Oh, he the shit is you done is in wave crew. Shoes is babe blue. The suede never stiffen in wave 2. The way niggas jealousy pouring out. Got my felony soaring out of the calibers and the gauge too. Plays who? The aiming never looking for grazing on the cage. And I might take a shit on the stage too. You stagnated, I'm mandated to pay dues. Running these plays, I am Tom Tibbs on day 2. Implemented the defensive intensity. Immensely bitches be jacking that they love a nigga. Hey boo, with the glover I had to tap it on ceramic like safety. Damaging niggas playing they self. I'm repeating the messages that came before me from J. Rue. The Jesus Canaries gotta be Tweety Bird looking sweeter than Saweetie in the bikini. Body feeling heat from the sun rays too. And the sun came through to confront their views and stunt they move. Spoke them crazy, they blunt came too. But what do you know? I done spread it the butter through the gutterous flow. Still pushing peas in the government, no. Shit is trouble and knowing that any moment they discovering all the profit that's doubling from the way I be hustling. The disciples from the suffering, no. Because I'm giving the enlightenment, they want it dimmer, the wonderful glow. I'm getting body for the things I know. Oh, for the things I know. I'm in the lobby and they scream 5-0. Oh, and they scream 5-0.
Them thing run things international come for done. All we have to do is send for the new duck and the sound test. We in lump sum fly after them. Now I pick up the man like we in lump sum junior.
I'm getting body for the things I know. Oh, for the things I know. I'm in the lobby and they scream 5-0. Oh, and they scream 5-0.
Personal. That's some clone boy, most of them nothing but yeah, man, anytime them try to run things, you don't know, say you have a read about them pussy they dead.
I'm getting body for the things I know. Oh, for the things I know. I'm in the lobby and they scream 5-0. Oh, and they scream 5-0.
All right, everybody. So we are here for another dope episode of Let's Get Activated podcast. This is episode number 133. We are streaming live now on YouTube, Twitter, X, Facebook. We are also on Twitch. We're also on the Tattoo Shop Radio, Culture Shop FM, Tattoo Shop Radio, and Wapter Music FM. You know, we done come a long way, and I would like to welcome back my longtime good friend, back on the podcast, such a dope, amazing producer who has come a long way. Introducing, if you don't know him already, 88 Bless Beats.
Yo, Sam, what's good, beloved? Thank you for having me back on. Thank you so much.
No, you're more than welcome. We were kind of, talking, before the live, and it's so funny that this is episode 133. You were last on here. It was episode 63 back in March 4th of last year.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Bring me back for all the milestones. That's right. I mean,
yeah. Yes. It's been quite a year and a half for you since then.
Yeah, it's been a blessing,
Definitely, we were rocking with, some amazing bodies of work from you, your production, since then, we definitely had to share that, we got some merch. We got a lot to talk about tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I was looking forward to this.
Definitely. Where a lot of people, here that, tapping in, they're already digging on the music. So we might as well start by talking about, some of those joints that we started with. What do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's go.
All right. So what about Blessed?
That is that is one of the singles off my debut album that is coming off the LCI project that will be dropping soon. Shout out to my bro Josiah the Gift over at the Umbrella Collective. I mean, there's a dope set of brothers over there. Everybody over there brings nothing but heat. And me and Josiah have worked before in the past, and this beat it just screamed Josiah. So when I made it, I was like, I already know who I got in mind for this shit, and you know, I sent it to coach. I think I sent it to coach, and I sent it to him, and coach was like, yeah, this shit's crazy, bro, and I sent it to Josiah, and he was like, yeah, I'm a body bag this shit, and the rest was history. He went crazy on it.
He did his thing, and we have the amazing cover for it, showing behind us backstage too.
Yeah, shout out to coach. I mean, coach, you know, coach did that, put that together, and I appreciate him for that. I mean, the maestro.
Definitely. And then, after that, we played Roman Candles.
Yeah. Roman Candles is different. Having two murderers on there like Jamil and Ace is wild. These are two of the best lyricists that I've heard in a long time. Black House. Black House is a squad. As I always say, and yeah, they just went crazy on this. I flipped the old sample that coach heard, and he was like, bro, I didn't know that this could be flipped like this. And when I flipped it, he was like, yo, this is insane, dog. He talks like, this is insane, dog. I was like, and he was like, yo, I've never heard this flipped in this way before. And I sent it to him, and he was like, yo, Jamila Ace is gonna body bag this. I'm like, yeah. And yes, Ace is Jamil and Ace are just two aliens that just get busy. So I didn't expect nothing but crazy shit, but they really wild out on that. So I appreciate them.
Definitely. And then we had to get that Pray For Me,
Yeah, that's one of my that's my baby right there. Like that beat right there is one of my favorite beats that I've ever made. That actually was was the lead single off of Josiah's double disc album, Mightier Than the Sword. So that is one of the illest like underground albums of the past couple years. And when I sent him that beat, he was actually, I don't know if he was doing something. I think he was working out. He was doing something, and he's like, "Bro, I haven't stopped playing this beat since you sent it to me." And he was like, "Don't send that shit to nobody else." I was like, "All right." I said, "I won't, bro." He was like, "Bro, this the one right here." And when he was working on his album, he was like, bro, this is about to be the lead single off it. And, he shot a whole video for it. I wish I could have been there for the video. But like I say, like whenever, Black House and the Umbrella link up, it's always, great shit. Shout out to all them over there. And yeah, that was just that song just hits different. That's one of my babies when it comes to production. Like that beat that I made was one of them ones.
Definitely. You did incredible work. I remember when that album dropped, because I got to give you a shout out. I should call you AKA the plug, because a lot of these people that you mentioned, I met through you.
See, like I said, like, I just be trying to put people on game to like, just because I have friends that actually reach out to me like, Trav, you heard anything new? I'm like, nah, not yet. But, I'll send them like music here and there, and they'll go, I never heard of this person. And then they'll tap in forever. They'll be like, oh, thank you, yo, I appreciate that. So,
I love it. I just love, the community of people, and then, I also got to meet people like Rain, and then I got to introduce you
shout
to
out to Rain.
Rain.
Yep. Shout out my brother Rain, man. We got a bunch of work coming. We're gonna get into that later, but yeah, we got some work coming.
Yep. Oh, I know you do, because one of my artists is a part of some work too,
I know. Yeah. I know. And I know when I sent that beat over, it was different. So I already know. So I already know what they about to do with that.
Yep, I heard it. I mean, I get the.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah. I figured you heard it already.
I remember you messaged me and you were like, I got a beat. I said, I know, I heard it.
I said, yeah, I got someone that album, right? She was like, oh, I know. I was like, Well, yeah. So it's dope.
Yeah, that's just exciting. I just love, the connections, everybody just kind of connecting in some way and working together.
Yep, definitely. Like I said, I feel like the underground rap lane, I feel like we should be more of a community instead of trying to work against it. I mean, yeah, it's always healthy competition, because you always want to put out the best product and the best music, but don't try to, downplay somebody or, try to, make somebody look less than, just like appreciate each other's art. And then just move accordingly,
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree. I agree with you, and you're always a positive person anyway.
Listen. That's all I can be. Just being in this space, so quick. It's it's a blessing. So.
Yeah, it's blessed. It's part of your name.
Listen. It's a blessing. Listen. So.
Yeah. Definitely. So how has this, year and a half since you've been on been like? Because you've been crazy busy, like doing, I think, project after project.
I've been working on a lot of different things. I've been juggling a lot of different things. There was a time where I hit a little bit of a dry spout where I wasn't feeling my production the whole way. I was kind of like, I want to like kind of take like a month off, like work on my craft and, shout out to Coach and Jamil. They always go, yo, bro, like, just like any shooter in the NBA, when you miss 10 free throws, you gotta just keep shooting, like just keep shooting, don't stop shooting. So there was a time where I was just feeling so discouraged where I was like, man, like I feel like my production isn't progressing and things like that. And coach gave me a call one day. He was like, bro, like your production, I've heard people doing this shit for 10 years that don't sound like the shit that you put out. And I'm just like, sometimes, I sit back and I'm not saying get great so quick, but it's like sometimes I feel like I'm not moving fast enough to my liking. But sometimes I got to take a step back and go, listen, bro, you've been doing this for only about 2 years. You got a lot to learn, bro. And like, just enjoy the moment, enjoy the journey.
You definitely got to
So
enjoy the journey.
yeah,
Don't rush it, but man, you got to give yourself more credit. You're being just a little bit too humble because for someone who's only done this, 2 years and some change, you have some
yeah.
great work. I even tapped in with your lives when you're just kind of cooking, getting creative. Like I had to put that in the story, you
No,
know?
yeah. I saw that. Well, so when you played that on one of my promo videos, I was like, man, like I hope people don't think like that's my beat. Like, I was actually remaking a beat from the Great Ninth Wonder. He's in my top 5 producer list. He's one of my, people that I look up to when it comes to production. And rest in peace to the great Sean Price as well. And salute to Bernadette Price as well. So the song Heartburn, that sample that I was chopping up is from that song. So my bro Sire, shout out to the Triangle Offense, Sire and Xavier. He was like, bro, if you ever hit a dry spout in production, go back and try to make some of the beats that you love so much. Go back and see if you can find the sample and see if you can chop it the same way and see if you can layer the drums the same way. So one night I was just, sitting in my room, having some wine or whatever. And I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, let me see if I can find this sample. Found the sample and I'm like, I wonder how Ninth chopped this up. And I found the loop that he used and I put it over 16 pads and I'm just playing with it. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, all right, that's how I'm like, all right, bet. So then I listened to the drum pattern and I'm like, all right, so the drum pattern ain't that bad. Did the drum pattern and then I started laying it down. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. I'm like, yo, this is like, I'm like, woo. I'm like, yo, just Ninth is just a whole different animal. His mind is a one of one, and just listening to that, I'm like, that's one of my favorite Ninth Wonder beats, and that's one of my favorite Sean Price songs. So Heartburn, if y'all haven't heard it, Sean Price. I mean, salute the pig. I mean.
Definitely a dope song. Well, I had to share it just to show, because I kind of wanted people to get the creative process too, because
Exactly.
just sitting there randomly doing it. So I said, I got to share that.
Exactly. No. And I appreciate you. I just didn't want people saying, oh, he made like that's his song. Like,
Right.
nah, it's not my song, but it's that's one of my favorite songs. So.
Yeah, definitely a dope song, And I see here you got some merch now too that you're rocking.
Yeah, like I mean, these have been out. These are the 88 Blessed shirts, made by my bro Jay Martin. This is his tag right there. I don't know if y'all can see it. He's actually the mastermind behind the 88 Blessed logo. Salute to him, evil genius. I mean, he actually did my Black House hoodie. I should have brought it out here, but I have a Black House hoodie, and then on the back it has 88 Blessed on the back. Yeah, he's the one behind the logo and the merch, and I'm gonna drop a link in my bio after the interview. I'm gonna start relaunching the shirts again. If those do well, then I'll probably launch maybe a hoodie or two, or maybe maybe 10, depending on how good it does. But eventually next summer I want to do like baseball jerseys with like the 88 Blessed on the back, and then I think that would be dope. So we'll see how everything goes. Just take it one step at a time.
Yep. Look. Tip is like I have to buy one still. Yep. He got me too.
Oh
Yep. He
yeah,
got me too.
yo, Tips, yo, man, salute. I appreciate you, but yeah, like I said, I'm gonna put the link back up there, and people want to cop one. I appreciate y'all for the support. And yeah, we're just gonna keep moving.
Definitely. And when you get the merch, post pictures, because I'll post a picture on it and
Yes, yes, yes. Post all that. Know what I mean? I don't care if you had a barbecue, at a function, post all that. Know what I mean?
yep.
So,
Support is definitely free. Support is free.
exactly.
Yep. So what has been because I know you kind of, said you were taking a break, and then after you kind of came back from that break, what were some kind of uphill moments just to kind of get you back doing your thing?
Just really just learning more about my craft, just really, learning the ins and outs of production, learning about making my sound clearer, fuller, making my beats sound a lot more, professional. And just learning from my peers. I have like you said, I keep saying the word blessed. I'm blessed to have a lot of people in my corner that support me. Salute to all those good brothers that actually take the time out to actually show me things that I never knew. Salute to my main mentor, Xavier, my boy, you dig, part of the triangle offense as well. He's the one that taught me how to produce. So he's over here almost every weekend, and we cook up. Salute to Dre, my homie Dre. He's been pulling up recently to cook up. Sometimes I have sessions where I have 2-3 producers come up in here and we just listen to samples, make music, and just vibe. That's what it's all about, yo. Getting into a room full of creatives and really just bouncing ideas off one another. That's how great music is made, in my opinion.
Hmm. I agree. And I'm a nerd anyway, so I love the creative process. I'm a
Ooh, yeah,
big like create like that. That's the main piece, because it's fun to kind of see, the work being done, and then when you hear the finished product, it's like, woo,
it's everything. It's
crazy.
everything. It's like taking that first brush of your paintbrush and putting it on the canvas, and then when you see the Eiffel Tower when it's finished, you're like, damn, like I took this little piece and turned it into that. So it's beautiful.
Definitely is, and you've been like I said, you've had a lot of work. Do you want to kind of mention, some songs or artists or albums, that people can listen to your production on?
Yeah. So as you heard, I've done Roman Candles, Blessed, Pray for Me. I have a bunch of joints coming. Obviously my debut album is coming soon. Um, I have a album coming with my bro Stacks. Shout out to Black House. Black House is a squad. I'm producing his next album. I gotta follow up Jamil's great body of work, which was insane. But it's all good though. We all motivate each other in different ways. I got a project coming with my bros, Sire and Xavier, the Triangle Offense project that all three of us are producing. It's gonna be one of them ones. And Coach is gonna curate it. So this is gonna be a wild album. Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be crazy. So that's gonna be coming. And I'll be doing some production on Rain's album. He's dropping the Quill 3. I have a couple joints on there as well. And I'm just working. Just always moving. And then as you mentioned before, I do have a joint on City to Great and Rain's collaboration album coming, Guillotine. I'm looking forward to hearing what they did with that. Obviously, you heard it already. I haven't heard anything yet, so I'm sure that they put that in a body bag and tied it. So like I said, like I'm looking forward to that, and I'm just working. That's all I could do, and that's it. I just can't wait for y'all to hear my album. That's one thing that I put so much time and effort into. A lot of sleepless nights. A lot of late nights. So once that comes out, yeah.
I'm excited. I'm definitely excited, about that debut album. It's a long time coming.
It is. It is. And me and Coach have talked about it, and we're just like, man, I just want to put this out, and it's coming. So it's just we're getting things back, we're getting stuff finalized, and yeah, and before you know it, I'll be announcing a final date, and yeah, it's gonna be out there. So.
Wow. I know the cover is going to be dope anyway, especially you got Coach involved. I already know.
Yeah, so the cover is going to be a portrait of my aunt, who was my second mother, who passed away from cancer years back. She was my second mother, and I love her more than life itself. And it's really like the most beautiful portrait of her. But we're gonna finesse it in a way that you know, it just looks incredible. So this is a dedication. This is a dedication and an introduction to the game. I hope she loves it from above. And you know, she was a rap fan. I don't know, you know, if she likes the gritty stuff, but I remember back in the day when I would listen to, you know, when my cousin would listen to certain things, and he would be like, "Oh, that's nice," you know. She would bop her head to the beat and stuff like that. But you know, my aunt was such a hardworking person, and she sees how much work I put into this project, and I know that she would love the fact that I put my heart and soul into this. So, um, you know, eventually when I get vinyl made of this, I'm gonna put one on her gravesite and leave it there for her. So that's gonna be my dedication to her. Yeah. So
Wow. That
yeah.
that
So
wow. That I already know is going to be a beautiful piece without even hearing it yet, because you know, just
yeah,
the story behind it, the meaning behind it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. So you know, it's called the LCI project. Linda Carroll Ireland, which is her full name, and yeah, it'll be coming soon.
Wow. Are you thinking of, because I know it's kind of you know, that this is going to be a very deep project. Are you guys thinking of doing some sort of visuals for it?
I talked to Coach. We're gonna figure out which, you know, if we're gonna shoot a video for any other joints on there. Most likely we will. So once I know which ones, I will definitely let you know, and then yeah, you'll be one of the first. You'll be one of the first people to know. Put it that way.
Hey.
You know what I mean? You already know.
No, no, I appreciate it. No, you know, that's excited. And make sure you get into the visual too. You know, put yourself
Oh,
in a.
you know what's crazy? You know how who said it? Suge Knight. He's like, if you don't want your producer all in the videos, all in that. I was like, listen, I'll put my face in there real quick, but I ain't trying to be all in the videos wilding out. Like, nah, this for the rappers. I made the beat. That's enough. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather just be behind the scenes and like, yeah, they body bag that.
Yeah, but nothing wrong getting, you know, a little glimpse. Let's just give you your flowers too. You know,
A,
get, you
a little
know,
bit, a
yeah, a
little
little
bit,
bit.
yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit,
We ain't gotta go too crazy, you know,
a
just
little bit.
a little bit of blessed, you know, bless us.
A little bit, just a little bit.
Just a
Yeah,
little bit of it. That yes, that's so that, you know, that's definitely great. That's so exciting. Like I just can't wait for everything that's coming up. You know what I mean?
exactly. Like I really can't wait for y'all to hear this because it's like, you know, I'm sitting back and I'm hearing these songs and I'm like, man, I can't wait for y'all to hear this. Like it's like, you know, because I have all the rough drafts of what we've been working on, and I'm like, man, I can't wait for them to hear this for real. Like it's gonna be crazy.
How many artists do you have like on there roughly?
Um, at least nine, at least nine. So there's a lot of people on there.
Yeah, I
You know,
figured.
I don't want to name drop yet,
No,
but
no,
it's
no,
like
no, no. I
but
know.
it's a very hefty roster of a great artists on there. You know, so I thank you for them for for dropping their their bars and their their verses on there, and it's gonna be one of them ones.
Yeah, yeah. That's why, mind you, notice I didn't ask for the names. I just said how many. I'm like, you know,
How
we don't
many?
have to
How
tell it
many?
all. You
How
know,
many? Right?
you know.
So yeah.
You know,
Hmm.
I have an inkling, but I'm gonna keep it to myself, of course. I have an inkling, and
Oh,
then
okay.
you
You must
know,
have heard something. No, no, you must have heard something.
no, I just kind of, you know, I don't know, good intuition. I don't know, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't.
nah, nah, definitely. It's gonna be one of them ones, and you know, I will send you something, exclusive for you that you can hear.
Hey, no, look, I appreciate that. Like
I
that's
got
an
you.
honor to me to get
I
exclusives,
I
you
got
know.
you. I got you. No, I mean, I got you. Like I said, you were one of the first people that tapped into me and allowed me to be on your platform. So yeah, I got to do that. So, you know.
Definitely, and yeah, because you had, I appreciate you because you had reached out to me, you had tapped in, we got it locked in, and we have been
Hmm.
like, we tell all the viewers like it does not stop at the show. We just been still in touch and supporting each
Hmm.
other ever since.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Yep. And that's what it's about. So.
yep, and everything's coming full circle now, and so it's just great, and it's so funny because I was talking with Coach. We were scheduling, like a lot of his people on there, and I was like, oh, I already got 88 scheduled. We already again.
Let's it's clockwork. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
clockwork. You know what I mean? It's definitely clockwork. So it's you know it's one of them ones. Every time we talk and we link up, it's always one of them ones. So I was looking forward to this. So I was like, oh yeah.
Me too. Me too. And and now I know there's another change too, because I know now that coach, he's helping out with a lot of things, and he's in your bio. I'm a big stickler for everybody needs to read the bio, so I know
Oh
that's
yeah,
kind of the
definitely.
go-to now, right, for business
Yeah,
and stuff, right?
yeah. All things reach out to Coach to God. Yeah, that's how that goes.
Yep.
Yep, there we go.
Yep. Yep, I
So
peeped that. I'm like, okay, I see, which is great. It's great to have a team and somebody, to back you up. And I think it's probably easier that way you can focus on what you're doing as a producer.
exactly, not dealing with all the headaches of people reaching out all the time. Even though artists sometimes still reach out to you, they go, "Yo, bro, let me, how much, for a beat and let me get this, let me get that." It happens, but having a manager there to kind of put everything in order, and definitely, yeah, it's definitely a good thing to have.
Definitely makes things a lot better. And coach the God, he's a great individual. So you definitely, have, great management and someone who's really, rocking with you and cares, which is important.
Definitely,
Yeah. Wow.
definitely.
There's so many things. So we got, yeah. So, again, since City the Great is in here, yes, City, we did mention the guillotine, dropping
Yeah,
soon, dropping
yeah,
soon.
yeah. It's another closed body bag. You already know how that goes.
And I know I can't wait. I just cannot wait for that, And then we have your album, and I'm sure we're probably going to hear you on production on a bunch of everybody else's stuff too. I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. There's some. I'm just trying to get better at my craft. So, I feel like the more you sharpen your swords, the more things come your way. The more that you get better at your craft, the more people will reach out to you and go, "Yo, Trav, I need this, I need that," or I want to work with you, I want to do this, I want to do that. So sometimes don't go looking for the opportunity. Sometimes just work on yourself, and God will bring those things your way. You know, and that's what I'm trying to do. When I'm in my when I'm working on beats for 8, 9 hours, or 6 or 7 hours, it's to get better at my craft. So I just create the art, and the artists come to me. I don't gotta go out there and be, "Yo, man, you heard my," like, no. Like, once you hear this beat, you gonna know that you want it. So that's the way I'm moving. Just get better at my craft, and things will come.
Most definitely. Well, let me tell you, I have heard the elevation. You were doing great,
Yes, ma'am.
and it's one. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud.
I appreciate that. I'm just trying to, like I said, I just put my foot down, and you know, you don't get better without putting your reps in and just doing what you got to do. No matter how tired you are, no matter how much stuff is going on, within your life, just try to sit down. And music is like a release for me. It's definitely a way to break away from everything that's going on in my life. I sit in front of my computer, I turn on a sample, I listen to music, and everything just goes away for that time being. And that's how you really elevate. Use that time to get better. So that's what I do. That's my release.
Yeah, it's therapeutic. It's
They're very,
therapeutic.
very, very. So
Very, and it works, and it works.
that
It
I
works.
mean, yeah, it definitely does, because there's times where I'm in there for 6, 7 hours, and I'll be forgetting what time it is, and I haven't eaten a thing, and it'll be like 7 hours going by. Like, oh shit, I gotta eat something. You just get so in tuned in what you're doing, and it just time flies by, and you're like, damn, you know.
Hey, but hey, that means you're just very passionate in what you're doing. Nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. So
Wow. So what do you? Because I now I can answer this question because now you've been in the game a little bit longer. So
a little bit. No,
a
I
little
mean,
bit,
I was like, yeah,
longer
yeah,
since then. Oh,
yeah,
quit
yeah.
being so
I'm in my
humble.
sophomore season. Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
in my sophomore season right now. So yeah.
All right, well, sophomore season. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so what would be your advice to other producers? So let's say middle school and freshmen, since you're in your sophomore season. So what's
Got
your
you.
advice? What's your advice to, kind of people that are wanting to get into production?
Put that work in, and don't let anybody downplay your creative. Like, just make the music that feels good to you. I know sometimes we get so caught up in following trends. um I'm a big fan of Griselda. I've loved their music ever since, before everybody hopped on the whole Griselda wave. I was listening to Griselda years and years back, And shout out to my bro Brad, who really put me on the Griselda. And ever since then I've been hooked. But I feel like when you create a sound of your own, it really isolates you from everything else. You're not trying to follow trends. And honestly, I've been guilty of doing that. Sometimes I've tried to make a Griselda type beat. I mean, I like the dark and gritty stuff. I like everything. But I think sometimes we try to follow a blueprint so we can get these placements with these artists. And I feel like we need to fall away from that and make our own shit. Because honestly, we don't need to be making 1,000 type Alchemist beats. There's already one Alchemist. So we don't need 2,000 more Alchemists. No, we need 188 Blessed. We need one, whoever. We need different producers, So I feel like my advice to you, yes, it's cool to like emulate your favorite producer like here and there, but make your own sound, and that would be my advice. And just don't give up on yourself. This takes time. Like I said, I've had days where I felt like, not giving up, but just I've had days where I'm just like, man, this shit ain't hitting. It's like, like nothing sounds good. The samples ain't hitting. My drums don't sound good. Everything is just a dud. It's like, I'm like, oh, I'm over it. Take that time away, step back, and then just go do what you got to do and then come back to it. Because sometimes you find inspiration from watching movies, from watching TV, from being in the car with your family, from being in the car with your, with your kids, whatever the case may be. So just like don't give up on yourself and just keep working, and things will fall into place if you really want this.
Wow. Wonderful advice. And I love how you said, kind of, focus on making your own, original sound. I love it. I love original sounds. It's so that's that's wonderful advice.
Yeah, just try to, like make yourself different from everybody else. I mean, it's cool to take little tidbits. Like, yeah, sometimes I do chop a sample like ninth, or sometimes I'll go something crazy with the drums, like an Alchemist or something. But don't try to make an Alchemist beat, or like, I mean, don't try to just do exactly what they do. Take little tidbits from each producer that you love. Like my top 5, I take something from each one of them and try to incorporate it into my sound. So it's just taking each thing and incorporating it to make it your own.
Yeah, I like that. I like that, and I can definitely tell when I can tell that an 88 Blessed beat. Pardon the pun. I can tell. So you're doing it. You're doing it.
I'm trying.
Spoken like a true humble person. I feel you. I'm the same way, but I'm just saying. Believe me. I trust my ears. You're doing some great things. You're doing some great things.
I appreciate that. I mean, I'm just gonna keep making this music. That's all I can do.
That's right. So we got one more to close out and everything. But before we close out, do you want to drop your socials and kind of give shout outs and things like that too?
Yeah, so you can follow me at 88 Blessed Beats on IG. If you want to, reach out, for any type of beats, you can hit up Coach the God as well. If you want, any type of production on your project or anything, you can hit me up at 88blessedbeats@gmail.com as well. And yeah, like I said, a lot of my work is on my IG. I'm not really doing the BeatStar stuff right now. Eventually I'm going to make one, but not right now. I'm just focused on making projects and getting things done. So that's about it. Shout out wise, man, there's so many people. First of all, shout out to Black House Records, Jamil, Stacks, Coach. We are the squad, and we only gonna get bigger and better. Salute to Squeegee, Pure. Salute to Josiah, Ace, my bros over at the Triangle. Xavier, Sire, Rain. Just everybody. All my producer brothers. Crazy Fingers is in here. Shamir, my boy Greenery Beats. My boy Fendi, my boy JB. There's so many people that I can name. My boy Gavin, this is hip hop. There's so many people in here. Salute to my bros, Brad, Chris, Kenny, and my bro Marvin. I'm always sending them beats, just to get their ear on stuff. My boy Ant, my boy John, everybody, like I have a big family of support, and it's dope. Salute to you for always having me on here, so. it's a lot. I mean, you know, I have a like it's dope having this type of backing, and it's like, you know, people that really believe in you. You know, my boy Streezy. You know, Streezy is one of the illest producers. He's done shit with, you know, with Trust, with Ran and 38 and them. You know, he would be dope to have on this show. You know, there's a list of
Okay.
people I can put you on. You know, like I said, we're gonna talk after the show over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
I got a plethora of people for you. You know what I mean? So, you
Right,
know, but
right.
you know,
Yeah.
it's so many people to name. You know, so you know, just salute to everybody that's always been in my corner and helping me, and just always, you know, been supporting me. And you know, I'm always gonna be able. You know, I'm always gonna support them. And you know, we all gonna get there. We just gotta work. That's all.
Amen to that. Amen to the support, you know, and the great community of people, you know. Salute to, like, I just gotta say salute to everybody because there's too many people to name, but y'all know
It
I
is.
love
It
you.
is. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Like sometimes you just want to be like, yo, like salute to everybody. You know, I love y'all. You know what I mean? So it's one of those. It's so many people to name.
Which is it's a
You know what I
I
mean?
gotta keep saying blessed. It's a blessed thing to be
It's
able
it,
to
it's
have, you know.
it's blessed. You know what I mean? It's a blessed thing to have. And you know, I just hope, you know, like I said, I said from day one, y'all gonna see my progression from start to well, from start, because there's no finish anytime soon, but there's a start, and y'all gonna see this progression from month to month to month to year to where I'm just putting out crazy bodies of work. And the next time we talk, you're like, Trav, you've been working with such and such. I'm like, yeah, I've been working with such
Yep.
and such.
Yep.
So you know that's the goal. It's always about elevation.
Definitely. I agree. I agree. And it's gonna happen anyway. I'm already, you know, the show's already locked in, so I already know that's gonna happen.
Listen,
So
when this album drops, I'm definitely coming back. So I don't know, it's gonna be dropping soon, but I know I can't come on that soon. But the next time I'm on, we're gonna talk about that. So,
yep, there you go. Next time you're on again,
nah,
because right now I got booked out till May now, which is
woo,
crazy.
yes, woo, which means I'm gonna see you in the summer. Okay, so yeah, so by then I'm gonna have. Oh yeah, we have a lot to talk about. You have to book me for 3 hours. Yep,
Right,
yep.
right, you
No,
know. No, man,
definitely.
it's a blessing. No, I never thought, like, you know, doing the show, I was not expecting to be, you know, because sometimes I'd be maybe booked, you know, maybe a month out, then it got to 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. So it's just it's a blessing. No, it's humbling. I'll take it.
See, look, and that's the elevation. See, look, you're hitting your point to where it's like things are just, it's just, you know, it just keeps going up and up and up, you know, and that's beautiful.
Mm, that's right. You know, but put it this way, you know, it's the show's not going nowhere. You know, you're
It's not
always welcome on here. We're just gonna keep elevating, you know, together, you know.
always.
That's what we're gonna do. So we have, you know, we do got one more song to close it out. We have End Game. Do you kind of want to talk about, you know, the production behind that?
Yeah. So salute the motto, hustle, and glorious poet. No, I mean that was one of my first joints that I've ever produced. You know, they body bag that. Shout out to the rig. I have a joint album. I have two joint albums coming out with Motto and Hustle. One is called Rig Empire. That's Motto, J Hustle, and Dax Empire. Shout out to them. And you know, I forgot to mention them in my shout outs, Motto and Hustle. But yes, I do have a project coming with them. And then I have a project called Oil Season coming out with them as well. So those are two projects that I forgot to mention earlier, but yes, they are coming. So yes.
Hey, good. Look, they're coming. There's definitely more along the way, you guys. If you haven't yet, you definitely got to follow, you know, 88 Blessed Beats, because there's just many more great things happening and to follow. And you guys, you know, stay tapped in. I'm telling you guys to follow. I'm not asking. I'm telling y'all, you better
I'm telling
follow
you.
88 Blessed Beats.
I'm telling you, y'all got to see this growth. And Black House is a squad. Always remember that. Know what I mean,
Definitely, definitely. You know, well, I gotta say, you know, this has been another incredible episode. You know, I'm so happy that you came back on, you know, to bless the platform again.
thank you for having me once again. Know what I mean,
No, you know, you're, you know, more than welcome. Definitely more, you know, to come. You know, we're definitely, you know, staying in tune, and definitely shout out to everybody who tapped in. You know, be sure to share the live. You know, if you missed the full live, watch the replay. It's going on all platforms.
yeah, yo, watch it 100 times. Know what I mean.
Definitely. It'll be on the IG tonight too. So, 88, you probably gonna get some notifications in the next couple of days, but
Blow
that's
my
how it
yeah,
is.
yeah, blow it up. Know what I mean? Go ahead. I mean,
Definitely.
blow it up.
Definitely. So we're, gonna close it out, with Endgame. It's been another wonderful episode. I want to wish everybody, peace and love and stay blessed.
Peace.
Peace.
It's the end game. Yeah. We gonna get into it. They throwing fists, I'm throwing slugs. No daps or open hugs. End game, you laying there, choke on your own blood. Hunger games, kill everything just to eat the grub. Expect you to show them love after they throw subs. Fucking duds, nothing explosive. Throw a hammer, every verse is lightning. Here go a dosage, I'm focused. You whack who put the battery in your back and lied to your ass. Got you thinking you could rap, I don't poke, I stab niggas. That's a fact, you can read between the lines and try to rebuttal that. Yeah, I'm on to you niggas. Bullshit ass schemes, nursery rhymes. You nicer than model, not in your dreams. Check the catalog, every category, different themes. Mandatory, everything flammable. No gasoline in front of the audience. Chop your head, guillotine. You a court jester trying to go against a fucking king.
In game, for them lies niggas sold you. In game, for them times that they owed you. In game, catch this sword to your chest plate. In game, the Iron Man when you pump fake. In game, when you fuck when you ain't really bout it. In game, just jump now, we ain't gonna allow it. In game, on tracks we yoga flame like Dowson. In game, leave you how I'm falling with the mouth. I'm like Thanos in the end game, but never lost the gauntlet. Too hungry like the orphans, always gawking at the poorest. The ones too late for forceps, never got aborted. My shit inevitable, try move me need a forklift. Mine is like Hawkins, my foes can move space and time. Suspended can bear reality. When I create these rhymes, it powers my soul, no joke. Capture stills, I photos, don't throw stones. But if you poke me, then we can go, bro. No homo, I throw blows. I boost me, you know Bolo. Too focused on the cocoa, pretending that you loco. Threatening hella shit, but yeah, shit out your depth like drowning. Talking about breaks, business, living in glass houses. Self key like a cow's lick, all them rappers in blouses. You browse kids, can't be trusted like Krauts in Auschwitz. Might just eradicate these banner waiting fascinators in tattered ways. He's rhyming fake a Iron Man when he snap, won't come back again. In game, for them lies niggas sold you. In game, for them times that they owed you. In game, catch the sword to your chest plate. In game, the Iron Man when you pump fake. In game, when you fuck when you ain't really bout it. In game, just jump now, we ain't gonna allow it. In game, on tracks we yoga flame like Dowson. In game, leave you how I'm falling with the mountain. Catch me in the back with that pack, rolling that kill, trying to pull 4 quarters in one like it's a bill. That force ain't enough, my niggas, so bring your will. Feast like the supper's my last, but it's a meal. I came up, King Vitamin Infamil, and you rap slut, letting niggas fuck up your deals. What I'm after, cash and dash, kick the stature. Niggas know my point is exact, never the half of mad love. From chickens wanna be noticed, but all they get is hard ass dick. With these Trojans, don't talk behind doors on niggas saying I open the dopest. You brothers ain't raw, stretched like aerobics. Ferocious, when I proceed, keep it in motion. The fly-by gentleman, the one mentally focused. And you know this. Yeah. In game, for them lies niggas sold you. In game, for them times that they owed you. In game, catch the sword to your chest plate. In game, the Iron Man when you pump fake. In game, when you fuck when you ain't really bout it. In game, just jump now, we ain't gonna allow it. In game, on tracks we yoga flame like Dowson. In game, leave you how I'm falling with the mountain.